Hey guys, good morning. So I am just going on another walk, and I just passed by some other walkers on this trail that I'm on, and they were like, "Are you looking for something?" Because they noticed me with my camera, and I was like, "Well, I'm always looking for something." And they go, "Well, we just saw a deer out here," and they were like, we thought that they did see him rather in this wooded area, but they're not really sure which direction the deer went into. So it'd be like super cool if I could catch that deer while I'm talking to you guys. Hopefully I can. I hope that I can, because that would be amazing. But anyway, so I am out just walking around, and what I wanted to go over this morning is I wanted to talk a little bit more about astrology. So, like, this is an area that has interested me for a very, very long time. And I really started to get into astrology when I was pretty young, probably late teens, early 20s. I just really, really got super deep into it. Oh my God, there's the deer. There it is right there. Oh my God, I'm gonna see if I can catch it. Oh, I hope I can. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying, guys. It's way back. It's way, it's hiding a little bit, so I don't know. You guys probably can't even see it, but I see it. I see the deer. Oh, so cool. Anyway, literally so sorry. Anyway, so okay, back to the topic at hand. I came across a video this morning. I was watching some videos on astrology. I was watching what's going on right now with the planetary shifts and all that good stuff, right? And came across this video on what's it called? Sidereal astrology. Sidereal astrology is what it's called, right? And it's the same as Vedic astrology. So this is something that I never really looked super, super deep into. Heard of it, kinda, sorta looked into it, but just not really heavily looked into it. I always pretty much just, followed Western astrology, right? It's just something that I grew up with, and, it's from the time I was very young, I thought, oh, I'm a Taurus, right? It started out with me going, well, I'm a Taurus, and I have all these Taurian qualities and all of that, and I still definitely believe that. Then I started learning about my moon sign, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I'm a moon in Aquarius. This totally fits. Because I'm super weird, and I like things that are different, and I'm very flexible, and I'm very independent, and I don't like to be, feel like anybody's holding me back. And yeah, I've just always liked really things that are kind of odd and obscure and different. I never really wanted to be what somebody else wants me to be and stuff like that, just very, very independently minded, right? And then later on, I started learning about birth charts and all of that. And so I learned that I was a Leo rising, and I thought, oh, that really fits. So then I started getting into all of these groups on Facebook that talk a lot about, Leo risings and what our personal experiences have been throughout our lives. A lot of people who are Leo risings tend to have it's a mother wound, because we've had kind of a rough upbringing with our moms and all of this stuff, right? And I'm like, wow, this really, really, really resonates. I always kind of felt like I was like playing a part, you know, with people, and just kind of like, I'm very artistic and very creative, and just, you know, it's interesting because despite the fact that like my moon is in Aquarius, I do actually have really deep emotions about things. I just kind of express them in a different way. So anyway, all right, so like I said, I have really focused mainly on Western astrology is my point. And so that's been like super fascinating, right? So imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise this morning whenever I'm like watching this video on Sidereal Astrology and how crazy that was. And then, hang on a second, this just isn't going to be something without my reaction. Hi guys. So anyway, imagine my surprise, right? Like whenever I was like, okay, wait a second. You mean to tell me I about died? Seriously guys, like I was like, wait a second. Sorry for all like the noise distraction, by the way, like I'm by the highway. Kind of. So like imagine my surprise whenever I was like, wait a second. I was like, I'm not a Leo rising. Are you kidding? I'm like, what? Hang on. What? I'm like, wait a second. I'm not a Leo rising. Are you serious? And my moon is not an Aquarius. What? And I'm actually like really like an Aries. Huh? I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So anyway, hang on, I'm gonna turn it around. So anyway, so I was like absolutely floored, I think. It's like the best way to like describe it. Like I was totally and completely floored. And I'm going like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. That was just my reaction, was like, it was so beyond weird for me. So beyond weird. So anyway, according to like Sidereal Astrology, the planets, they're not positioned the way that they were like 2,000 years ago. I think I'm getting this right. They're not positioned the same way that they were at one point in time. So the way that we that are looking into Western astrology, the way that we're looking at it is, I don't want to say it's wrong, but kind of. It's outdated, right? It's like super outdated. According to Sidereal Astrology, it's outdated. And so essentially instead, like I'm supposed to be an Aries. I don't remember what it said my moon sign was in, but then it said that my rising was in Cancer, and I have like all of these Leo placements. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I still kind of jive with that because, you know, according to like Western astrology, my rising is in Leo. So I'm like, okay, you know, I definitely jive with the Leo stuff, but I don't know how I feel about it. You know, the other day I was mentioning how, you know, there's like the part of you that feels like, it's the you that you think everybody wants you to be, kind of thing. But then there's like the real you that you're trying to move into, right? Like it's like the you that you're striving to be, when you have, you know, overcome a lot of like trauma or like obstacles in your life. And I don't know, guys, like I have to wonder if there's like something to that, when it comes to like Sidereal Astrology. So this woman that I was watching this morning that was talking about Sidereal Astrology, she had said that she really didn't start looking into this until she like became 40 or like in her 40s, right? And I think I just know for like a lot of women, or maybe just people in general, when you get into your 40s, when you get into like the second half of your life, it legit feels like you are becoming like a new version of yourself. It totally, guys, like it completely like strips away like a lot of like old and outdated ways of thinking, or just like the way that you were when you were younger. I just know for me, like in my personal experience, like it pushes you. It literally like it's like pushing you out of like the old you, and like it really does feel like renewal. It really does feel like you are becoming like a new version of yourself. I don't know any other way to describe it other than it straight up feels like that. So I mean, I don't know, I think that like sidereal astrology could actually be really helpful. I am not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not ready to just be like, you know what, like I'm done with like Western astrology, because like it's meant so much to me, and like it has really helped me to like understand myself a whole lot better. And yeah, it's helped me to really understand a lot of like why things were the way that they were in my life, and the way that things like played out and the way that they unfolded. But what I'm starting to wonder if maybe sidereal astrology can help me to like push forward in my path. Like it could be very beneficial for me in a lot of ways. And so I definitely want to look more into it. I want to study it more. And like, here's my thing. Why can't the two work together in some like way, shape, or form? Like, it's quite possible. This is just the way I'm looking at it. Just bear with me for a minute. It's quite possible that the two can work together to benefit a person in a lot of ways. And I'm just going to see where that takes me. I'm going to study it more. I'm going to get like more familiar with that, and we'll just see where it goes, right? So I just wanted to like share those thoughts this morning. Like I said, it was something that I found really super interesting. Yeah. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, whatever you're doing with your day today, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.